Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the free-to-play. Today's still the 20th of September. I hope you're doing well. 16 shards of Great Mothers is not nothing to sneeze at, guys. It's big time. Lord Vader. So it's interesting. I talked about my other free-to-play account where I was like doing these shenanigans for finishing Bam into Executor, and then I was going to go and get Padme, and then get Lord Vader. And since the profanity thing happened, we switched out to we're doing profanity and into Padme, into Lord Vader. But we could just blow that up. I mean, if it wasn't a free to play, we might consider it. And then look at this. We have these two. It's like, there's no ships, but you get everybody at Relic 7 there. Come over here. Get everybody else at Relic 1, which is fine. But you get all of the ships. And all the ships is a boon. It's $19. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not tempting, because it is. But then again, we're a free-to-play channel, and we have no designs on throwing away our free-to-play bona fides, because if we did, we would have to throw away the character, and I would have to, campaign the whole brand of the series, because we bought something, but it's never happening, because people can tell you free-to-play is dead. And the only way free-to-play would die is if we caved. Is if I caved. And I'm just not ready to do that, so. We're not doing that, but we're on our way to Mon. Getting the dark side stuff there, the light side out of the way with Mon, and then when we hit our homie Admiral Akbar, that's when we start getting the dark side stuff. And we got 6 and we get 2. 6 allows us to open Akbar. Admiral Radis, sorry. Adrad. So we got him open. Cool. Now we get to come in here again and do what we've been doing in order to get the rest of our tickets, what we're at, and where we're going to end up today. We'll see. We made it to... Oh, it looks like we capped out. That's good. 144. So that's good. So maybe I'm going to go do a little bit more, and then maybe we'll take a look and see how far in we can get into the SOKR of it with the people we need, with what we have. So in terms of the account here, see how much closer we can get to SOKR, if at all. Anyway, today was interesting. I did the videos this morning. Immediately after that, well, not immediately, but after a breakfast, whatever, we immediately went down to a farm down south. By south, I'm not down. We didn't go down south. It was south of where we live. I should put it that way. And it was, my wife, it's something that my wife and her friend usually take the kids to. And I would stay here with the baby. Whether it was the foster kid last year or the former foster son the year before or whatever. It was always, I stayed home and my wife and took the kids and went with her friend and they had fun. And it was a day. And I went today and we took 5 kids because we had our 2 and then the foster son and the former foster son. And then as an added bonus, we had so the current foster son is number 9, our 9th kid. And so, and my son and my daughter are number 4 and 5. And so right now in this house, we have 4, 5, and 9 are all in this house. And the former foster son lives on the road. He's number 8. And he's typically with us a lot if you've been following the channel. But today we hit an added bonus because my wife told me last night that we were getting that number 3 foster kid number 3 was going to come and her mom was going to drop her off, and we're like, okay, we'll take her too. And so we had 5 kids, all 6 and under, and we went to this place and my in-laws came and it was interesting. It was different. It was Amish. And when I talk about Amish, I refer to them as, I said we went to Amishton, which is, it's because it's Amish is how you spell Amish, but I call it Amishton because it's, so that's just my blanket. So we went down to Amishton and we went to a farm and we went on a ride and the kids fed some animals and we had some hamburgers and hot dogs and sodas, and the kids played on the hay castle thing, and they shot some pumpkins into they slingshot catapulted some pumpkins into a pond, and yeah, that took a lot. That took a while. It took us a way down there. We stopped for lunch, and we were at the place for lunch for like, I think a little bit longer than my wife wanted to be there. But ultimately it's going to be fine. And, took some pictures, posted them on social media. Everybody's like, oh, it's good. And then I don't usually tag people in there, but I'm like, we were with people, so tag my wife, tag my mother-in-law, could have tagged my father-in-law, but couldn't find it. I was like, where is he? But anyway, yeah, everybody's like, oh, this looks interesting. Where is this place? I'm like, it's blah, 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 in Amishton. And, but it was a good time. So I got a nice little walk, nice little exercise. They have some hills there, and it was interesting. And the petting farm was huge. I mean, it's a farm where they have zebras and giraffes and all kind of interesting things. And it was definitely something to behold. It's definitely not something that we get to do a lot. Apparently these people, that's, how they're making money is these Amish people are leaning more and more into the tourism aspect because they know that people have an interest in Amish life, in a simpler life, and they want to know more about it. And so, this is how they do it. And, it was for it was at this farm, but we went and it was for a different organization that we went and did it with. But it was a fun day. It was, it got there and it was pretty hot because that's how it's been here in the Midwest lately, and it cooled down a little bit by the time we left. But it was a good entertaining time, good day. That's not like something we usually do, and it's a once a year thing, like I talked about with the fair, where you go to the fair and you get stuff that you're only going to eat once a year, so you're not going to feel bad about it. And this was different. It was, it's a little bit of a drive and hills and stop signs, and it was really interesting when we got down there, seeing a lot of people on e-bikes around that part of in that area. And that was interesting. A lot of e-bikes, and but anyway, that's just what it was. It was a fun day. It was interesting. It was tiring. We've been back for 2 hours now. I've been watching some videos and doing the other counts, and that's what it is. Anyway, I promised you we would jump in and check out SOKR. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause as we do that, and we're just going to see how far we can get. Then we'll be back in a second. All right, so we finished all of part 1, all of part 2. I have 9 left, and I have 3 hits of the tier 3 battle. So, and that's enough to get, of course, the other 100 we need. So, another few days to build back up to 144 for those 2 more battles. So we're getting super close. Super close. I'm getting super excited. Just to have him unlocked. Then we'll worry about, after we get him unlocked, after we get all the other stuff, then we'll worry about doing the other battles for the ultimate. But that's a ways away. But I'm happy that we're here. I'm happy that I was able to get through. That was like 10 battles or so. And it was, Anyway, more, we'll get there eventually. But anyway, appreciate all of you. Have a good night. God bless. Hold the line. Remember that I have friends everywhere. I'll see you next time. Bye.